Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 131 of the 365-day trivia road trip. This is a year full of 21-question random knowledge trivia quizzes. They come out every single day. There's 20 questions up front. Stick around for the question 21 tiebreaker at the end of the video if you need it. Thank you for watching and good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. Pumice and obsidian glass result from this substance cooling. Deccan and Siberian traps were formed from this natural substance. Smooth and rough forms of what substance are called pahoehoe and aa? The answer is lava. Question number 2. In Warcraft lore, Ashbringer is one of these things that belongs to Tyrion Fordring, a paladin. In Final Fantasy, Cloud uses a buster, one of these, and in Halo, elites often wield an energy type of what weapon? The answer is a sword. Question number 3. A bronze Donatello sculpture of this man shows him wearing only a hat and boots and standing on his opponent's head. A marble statue of which biblical figure by Michelangelo shows him standing casually with a slingshot draped over his shoulder? Both Michelangelo and Donatello's sculptures were of David. Question number 4. The housekeeper Nellie Dean narrates the events of this work to Mr. Lockwood, who has rented the house, Thrushcross Grange, which is close to the title location. What is this novel by Emily Bronte in which Catherine and Heathcliff are finally buried together near the title house? The title house is Wuthering Heights. Question number 5. Eros used this type of weapon to turn Daphne's heart to stone. When he accidentally cuts himself with a golden one, he falls in love with Psyche. What is this type of projectile that comes in gold and lead varieties, which Eros used to create love or hate? If you're not familiar with Eros, he is the counterpart of Cupid, and Cupid famously shoots arrows. Arrows is the answer. Question 6. The House at Pooh Corner and other Winnie the Pooh tales were illustrated by E.H. Shepard, who also illustrated which popular novel about Toad of Toad Hall, written by Kenneth Grahame? The answer is The Wind in the Willows. Question number 7. Romans, Corinthians, and Ephesians are books in which section of the Bible that begins with the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and ends with the book of Revelation? The answer is the New Testament. Question number 8. Ishtar was said to ride these animals into battle. The goddess Sekhmet, the defender of Egypt, is depicted with the head of one of these animals, and Heracles killed a Nemean one of what type of animal for one of his 12 labors? It's the same animal in all three situations. what animal is it? The answer is a lion. Question number 9. Henry David Thoreau protested government presence in his life by not paying his taxes and by writing what essay in which he rails against slavery and the Mexican-American War and argues that the government is best which governs the least? That essay was called Civil Disobedience. Question number 10. This art movement was pioneered by Georges Braque, and a popular Spanish artist. What is the name of this artistic movement which focuses on combining multiple viewpoints of an object to create a single abstracted form and often uses blocky geometric shapes? The answer is Cubism. Question number 11. What was the name of the Russian scientist who lends his name to element number 101 and was nominated 3 times but was never awarded the Nobel Prize, even though he developed the periodic table? The answer is Dmitry Mendeleev. Question number 12. Theodore Roosevelt and the Rough Riders gained acclaim during this battle. What was the name of this battle in which the Rough Riders charged up Kettle Hill while the 1st Infantry attacked this battle's other namesake hill? This battle was called the Battle of San Juan Hill. Question 13. This actor portrayed a wildlife specialist on Isla Nublar in one series of films, and he pilots the Milano and receives the Ossa Mix Volume 1 from his dying mother in a different series of films. Who is this actor that played the Velociraptor trainer Owen Grady and the space smuggler Peter Quill? The answer is Chris Pratt. Question number 14. The bloodiest battle in World War I was this Douglas Haig-led battle that took place by a French river. What was the name of this battle that saw the first use of a tank and concluded with over 1 million casualties? Usually people remember this as the first introduction of the tank, the Battle of the Somme. Question 15. In Geoffrey of Monmouth's Historia, this character helps Vortigern discover 2 dragons beneath his castle. This character is tricked by Nimue after living his life backwards. Who was this mythological man that predicted the triumph of King Uther, mentioned Morgan Le Fay, and created the Round Table? The answer is Merlin. Question number 16. Forces from this country launched the Expedition of 1,000 in order to conquer the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, an attack that was commanded by Giuseppe Garibaldi. In order to gain support of Napoleon III, which country's first prime minister, the Count of Cavour, provoked a war with Austria? The answer is Italy. Question number 17. A building in this city, commissioned by Maurice de Sully, includes an early use of flying buttresses and a large rose window. What is this city that also contains a giant glass pyramid designed by I.M. Pei, as well as the Arc de Triomphe on the right bank of the Seine River? I feel like you should have got it by the end of this question. The answer is Paris, France. Question number 18. During the 19th century Meiji Restoration, Japanese culture spread west to inspire the art and culture of Europe. Woodblock printing master Hokusai's work, The Great Wave of Kanagawa, is one of his 36 views of what iconic Japanese landmark? The answer is Mount Fuji. Question number 19. This novel's protagonist meets two children named Ignorance and Want, and he relives a ball hosted by Mr. Fezziwig when he was a clerk. What is this novel whose protagonist meets his dead partner Jacob and sends an enormous turkey to Bob Cratchit? I believe in some versions it's a goose, a cooked goose. The answer, anyway, is A Christmas Carol. Question 20. This man reveals his identity to his wife's suitors by shooting an arrow through the sockets of 12 axes. What was the name of this man who then used the same bow to kill the suitors and reclaim the throne of Ithaca? This was the story of the Odyssey, and his name was Odysseus. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. I am getting ready to go home this week, back to Kansas for Mother's Day. After that, I don't have any traveling planned for the near future, which is good because I've got some exciting stuff that has already happened, that's already been done for the channel, but I need some time to sit down and work on it and get it prepared. So there will be some exciting stuff happening in this channel in the next coming months, mostly the summer months and then onward from there. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you are already subscribed, thank you. And here is question 21, the tiebreaker. What was the house number of Harry Potter's aunt and uncle, Vernon and Petunia Dursley, when they lived on Privet Drive? Now there is a specific answer, but whichever player gets closest to this number is going to win the point and break the tie. When living with his aunt and uncle, Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive. Harry Potter fans will know that. Thank you for watching. Check back tomorrow for day number 132, and I will see you then.